Yeah. Fry them up. Get that hand thing there, right? It looks no different to me. The only person
Oh, you want me to do something? I got nothing left. There's my water. I'm walking away with it.
All right, Yishwan Lounge. He's got more jokes than Seattle has heroin. He doesn't like small cars or real big women, but somehow he always finds himself in them. He's got 3 cease and desist letters from Sam Kinnison's estate. Please make some noise for Father Christmas, Horror Show Joe! Or should I say Stepfather Christmas? If you're real good, he'll take you to Chuck E. Cheese, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had something to open up with, and you just made the comment about Chuck E. Cheese, and I was just like, I wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese for my 21st birthday, and none of my friends would go with me. They said, you need a kid to go with you, and I said, all right, I don't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese that bad. So, did you know this festive holiday season, Christmas has more horror movies revolving around Christmas than any other holiday? I mean, granted, not all of them are great, but they still have that many movies. It's not a joke, it's just a statement and a fact. Now, I like odd coincidences and things that make you go, huh? So, an award-winning Christmas album that came out, I think about 17 or so years ago, Twisted Sister released a Christmas album, and I find it amusing that Dee Snider, the lead singer, is Jewish. And also, something you never thought you'd hear is the song "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" to the beat of "We're Not Gonna Take It." I played that song for my mother. Another odd one is, there's a movie called Santa's Sleigh, and this has become a ritualistic movie I watch every Christmas season, which is another odd one because Santa is played by the very well-known Jewish wrestler Bill Goldberg. And the premise is, you know, Jesus was born on Christmas. He wasn't, he was born in March. And Satan also had a son, and it was Santa. So Santa was evil, and he lost a bet with an angel, and the angel punished him for 1,000 years to bring gifts and cheer to children on the holidays. And this movie alone, the opening scene, you get to see Fran Drescher brutally murdered, and right there, that's just worth the price of admittance. I'm sorry. I mean, and I don't hate Fran Drescher, but also, he didn't have reindeer. He had a bison that they painted white. And this thing is huge. It's like 10 times the size of Goldberg. And the animal was terrified of Goldberg. Every time he spoke really loud, it would run away. So after the DVD, they have special features, and of course I watched them. And there's a scene where they're filming, and Goldberg's standing there like this. Says the thing's name, I can't remember the thing's name, and it starts running away, and they're filming on location in Canada, and one of the stagehand goes, should I go after the directors? Yeah, we take out running through town unattended. It's like grandma got run over by a reindeer, my whole family got run over by a runaway bison. So, the next time someone's being really obnoxious to you, like just really overboard, and then they end their rant with, I'm special, just slowly turn to them and go, so where's your helmet? You heard of bad Santa? I'm horrible Santa. Do you guys remember, I know most of the people here will remember, do you remember a time when there were no cell phones?
Yes.
Yeah. What did we do do when we sat at the DMV in a doctor's office, at home with nothing to do, or when you were at a party and you look up from your phone and realize, wow, I'm at a social occasion and everyone's on their goddamn phone. I remember we used to interact with people, but does anyone remember when there was no such thing as a GPS? I remember that. But I remember, how did we get anywhere? Wait, I remember MapQuest. You printed out 322 pages of useless directions and you still got lost. Do you ever follow your GPS and it takes you somewhere? I had a GPS take me over the highway, around the cul-de-sac, back over the highway, and back onto the same highway. And for 35 minutes, I just kept saying, did that really just happen? You ever notice the theme with every song, Santa is always coming, and so is Jesus, and Jesus will come again, just like Santa next year? I was really afraid to do that joke down here in the South.
Hey, you don't talk about Jesus that way. Santa, that's fine, but not Jesus.
What do you call a man who won't fart in public? A private tutor. So I got pulled over on the highway. A cop came up to my car and says, I'm writing you a ticket for driving in the carpool lane alone. And I said, you're gonna feel really stupid when you look in my trunk. That was the day I went to jail, man. No kidding. I am so afraid I'm gonna get pulled over one day and try that. And I was kidding. I saw on Friday, I was at an intersection, and I saw Santa, another Santa, on a trike, a three-wheeled motorcycle. And yes, I stopped and I took pictures. The guy behind me was pissed. Little kid came up to me and asked me, and I don't know why he asked me, just my luck. He goes, how does stars die? And I looked at him and I said, usually overdoses. Is that bad taste? I never can tell. Willy Wonka is really Saw for children. Only the horror movie fans get that joke. If scientists are ever able to put wings on pigs, a lot of women owe a lot of men sex. But will those men be able to collect on that? Probably not. I don't know about you guys, but one thing that irritates me is those people who have those bass boosters in their cars is like boom, 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 boom. You can hear it from like 5 blocks away. All of a sudden your car's vibrating, you're having an anxiety attack, and if you're my age, you're like, oh Christ, am I having a heart attack? I was walking in Home Depot and I saw a thing that said Mega Booster. And I'm just thinking, what's next? Super Booster. Push the button, your car just falls apart. And on a private note, if you're one of those people that have one of those bass boosters, and I'm sitting home and all of a sudden I'm getting a massage on my sofa that is not a sofa that massages you, and shit is falling off the shelves, or you're one of those idiots that suffers from tiny ding-ding syndrome and you have to sit in your driveway or in a parking spot and rev your car for 20, 30 years. Do me a favor, kill yourself. No joke, kill yourself. And the world will be a better place without you.
Wow, he's got a
Thank you. I can't sing. I just do stupid shit with my voice. That sounds wrong. You ever think, oh God, this might not be the right place to tell this joke, but some people might be called out. You ever think guys who play guitar can jerk off really fast? You know what, Jim? Since you raised your hand last week when you were playing, I noticed you were going really fast. You were the inspiration for that joke. What does that say about me? Jim. Anyway. Someone asked me if I was a father. And I said, no, I'm not the father type. I'm more like that uncle that comes over, gives your kids the really obnoxious, loud toys, teaches your children to curse, hypes them up on sugar and caffeine, and then gives them back to the parents. Notice no one in my family or any of my friends have ever asked me to babysit. A friend of mine was telling me a story about how a friend of hers came over to their house. Now my friend has a stripper pole. And her friend's daughter, this little kid who's like 8 or 9 years old, starts inching up to the pole and starts swinging on it. And I just blurt out, "Yay, a whore in training!" I admit, I did not think before my outburst. But my friend did laugh when I said that. Ladies, this is a free tip. And no, I don't know from personal experience. And I don't know why I said that when you hear the rest of the joke. But ladies, never mix up your vibrator with your taser. The results are shocking. But then again, there's a fetish for everything these days. I've always had a problem with authority. You can tell. But you know, now I'm at an age where I am authority, and I have a problem with myself. Not just that. And I thought just for Christmas, because Mavric loves when I do lists, I thought it would be really hilarious if I stood up here dressed like this and told you a bunch of orphan jokes. What's an orphan's least favorite song? Whoa. We are family. Remember when I told you about my friend who I left on hold for 2.5 hours? Alex, yeah, he sent me this list. Why is it okay to hit an orphan? What are they going to do? Go tell their parents? Why aren't orphan jokes funny? Because the punchline is just not apparent. Wow, these are the kind of jokes you learn who has a real messed up sense of humor. And I just want you all to know Mavric is snickering over there in the corner. What is it called when an orphan takes a selfie? Family portrait.
Oh no!
I knew you were going to say that on this one.
Oh,
no. What? God damn it, Mikey.
do it!
No.
Do it!
Mikey, I am not yelling out, Andy is cooking meth. What is wrong with you?
God damn you, Andy!
Why was the orphan so successful? Because someone told him, go big or go home. He didn't have any other option. Your facial expressions are priceless. Oh, God. I gotta be honest, the way he came around that corner, I'm like, oh, we're about to see someone get their ass whooped. Why are orphans no good at poker? Because they don't know what a full house is. For the people who just walked in, I apologize. Why don't orphans get offended by these jokes? Because the punchline doesn't hit home. What's big? Stop it. What's big? Bounces and makes children cry. My donation to the local orphanage. What's the difference between an orphan and an apple? Apples get picked. Now let me take a second and say something about that. Has anyone here ever seen an orphanage?
Yes.
Okay, that was 3 people out of all of us. Now I feel that if an orphanage wanted the kids to get adopted, being a person who is adopted, they should make these places a little easier to find. Why did the orphan go to church? Because he wanted to have someone to call father. And what is a foster? I almost screwed up my own joke. And what is an orphan's favorite drink? Foster's. Now I will try to redeem myself with a better list. These are Christmas movies you didn't know were Christmas movies. Stallone's Cobra. Oh my God. I will call him Orphan. Little Orphan Apple. Batman Returns. The sequel with Michael Keaton, Christmas movie. The first Lethal Weapon, Christmas movie. Iron Man 3, Christmas movie. Rocky 5. I forgot to put that on the list last year. Jaws the Revenge all right, that's pushing it because it takes place on Christmas and ends on New Year, so it's a holiday movie. The first Gremlin, Die Hard 1 and 2, and if anyone disagrees with me, I will fight you out in the parking lot, and yes, you will get your ass beaten by Santa. And Christmas movies that I want to see made. Jason versus Santa. A Nightmare on Christmas Eve. Santa got eaten by Godzilla. And the director from Godzilla -1 got nominated for an Oscar. And I will tell you this much. If it wins, I may have respect for America again. Krampus versus Santa.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster powers the electric tree, the Christmas tree. Dracula drains Christmas veins. That sounds more like a porno, but whatever. The Lost Elves. That was a friend of mine gave me that one. Christmas didn't see the Invisible Man. And my lastly, what's that smell coming from the chimney? Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year, and whatever you celebrate.
Oh, bastard, you!
It's always a good set when Ted gets involved.